Okay, here's a young woman that's really interesting. I mean, yeah, we all have jobs we hated at one time or whatever. She's young out of school and trying jobs. She thought she'd be a lawyer. She worked for a law firm for a while, and yeah, just didn't see her that. Then she said, "Oh, I'll go to New York City and I'll become, work in the big fancy fashion industry." And she had a job that, most women would, kill to get money. She was just, it was making her sick. And this is what happens. I think if we're spending something all day doing something that really we don't want to be there, just somehow I believe, and I don't have scientific data to back this up, but it makes our insides not well, because it has to handle all that stress and anxiety or whatever, and that bad feelings we have. That has to go somewhere. And so she was really becoming sick on the job. She was developing all kinds of these allergies and everything. And so she just decided to chuck it one day because she found how food made her healthy. The job was making her sick. She had a certain way to make certain kind of food, and really gluten-free food. Gluten-free cupcakes, donuts, things like that, to make her healthy. So she started being an expert, just on the side doing this, and quit her job and do this full time. And now she's raising money to make her gluten-free flour. And she's a delightful cook. You watch her video. She has a little cooking class on our Kickstarter page where she's raising money for flour. And the packaging on her flour bag is so neat. She looks like Betty Crocker back in the 50s, but she's a hip New Yorkie, a young woman. And again, unpretentious and just struggling, trying to figure out life and how to get by, but working with her heart, and that's it. You see that your heart, really is smarter than your brain. And that's what she's doing. She found out she was trying to do all these jobs that everyone telling her about she should do, and influenced by society, you should be this, and instead of going with her heart. And now you'll see in this interview how happy she is, banging away on her trying to get money for her flour, trying to have her cooking lessons and gluten-free, and happy as a clam. And she doesn't have all that anxiety and that almost diseases she had from not being where she wanted to be. See, I mean, that's the whole thing in life. You have to be somewhere where you want to be so you can grow. Otherwise, if you're somewhere that's not for you, man, you're not going to grow. And that's what we're all here to do, grow so we contribute more to other people's lives too. So watch this interview. Well, Kate Turshen, man, I mean, just wonderful to meet you, to find somebody whose job was making them sick, and they found how to start a new career by getting yourself healthy and making us, the rest of us, healthy, because you figured out a way to make gluten-free flour so we could have goodies and not be allergic to stuff and suffer like you did. So this allergy was really making you so sick at work all the time, huh?
Yeah. I had, I suffered almost 10 years from food allergies,
wow.
And I wasn't aware I had all these terrible side effects that didn't always correlate with what would be a food allergy, or one would think. And when I finally uncovered it, my life completely changed, and it's what led me to where I am today.
So gluten-free goodies.
Yeah,
oh, wonderful! Now, are they donuts or what are they?
Yeah, these are donuts.
Really? Oh, I wish I could get them. Oh, show us the
donut dispenser in my computer yet.
Oh, show us the bag. The clever stuff that you have. I mean, this is you. That's a picture of you on the bag, right?
Yep, that's me on the bag. Right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, you look like Betty Boop or something,
Modern day gluten-free Betty Crocker.
I see. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I just think the logo is fantastic. I mean, I'm an old enough guy to actually seen those pictures of women like that, in the supermarket or in all the ads. I mean, it's just wonderful nostalgia that you update it and make it hip.
Yeah. I wanted to create packaging that really customer's attention. And while food allergies and gluten intolerances are very serious things, I wanted to, if you look at the gluten-free aisle, they're so serious. There's a lot of brown, and I wanted fun colors that pop and have personality. And I feel that even if you have food allergies or you can't eat gluten, you can still eat wonderful things and have fun in the kitchen.
Right. No, it's. I mean, when you think of those kinds of foods, I think of earth shoes, and gray moo-moos or something like that instead of something hip like you're doing. And that's what's so clever about it. But more importantly, you were 8 years in the fashion industry and doing very well, and and you live in New York City, so this is a big glamorous life, and you found that, God, you were just sick inside from that, or whatever the hell it was, that you had to change, huh?
Yeah, I spent 8 years in the fashion industry, and as they say, I had jobs, girls would kill for, but I just knew it wasn't what I was meant to be doing, and so I took a lot of time to figure it out. And when I uncovered my food allergies, I realized I was so interested in it, and I realized, I started baking for myself, and I realized how much I loved baking.
Wow.
Passion, and it was, how can I turn this passion and these interests into a career? I couldn't fathom doing what I was doing during the day for the next 30 years. And so,
but now you can, huh?
Yeah.
You could see this for 30 years. See, and I'm looking for something for me to do for the next 30 years. So that's what. See, we have the same outlook. I figure I'm going to be here 30 more years. So, but even your cooking lessons. I mean, on the Kickstarter, page, you have a little cooking lesson there too on how to make a little gluten-free goodies out of your stuff. So you are very charming.
I started it all as a hobby. I started baking and blogging about it because everything I was doing was not only gluten-free, but it was also free of the top 8 allergens that are recognized by the FDA. So it was kind of, at the time, like a new concept. People, I wanted everything to be safe, and, my mom started calling me Bubble Girl. She said, you have so many food allergies, you should live in a bubble. And once I started baking and blogging, I found out I wasn't the only bubble person out there. So that's how it kind of, the ball got rolling, and...
Or the bubble got rolling, yeah.
Yeah, the bubble got flowing, and, here I am, and, this flour is my first product, and I, of course, want a bigger product line and to incorporate more, but this is my first stepping stone and my foundation.
And well, actually, you say there's 15 million people now suffering with food allergies that don't have to suffer if they know about your flour. So this makes. What's neat?
Definitely help them. There's a lot of gluten-free products out there, and there's a lot of food allergy products out there. But why mine is different is because it is gluten-free and free of those top 8 allergens. What I was finding when I was going to bake, when it just started as a hobby, I would go get these mixes, and there was always something I was allergic to in these mixes.
All down in this fine print.
And grocery shopping would take an hour. I had to leave it at the table. Or products would be made on the same equipment, shared with allergens like peanuts or,
so you had to be kosher, gluten kosher, right?
Yeah. So I wanted to make a really pure product that, was made in a safe facility. It wasn't made next to peanuts or eggs or any allergens for that matter. And I wanted it to be a quality product too. I didn't want it, some of these mixes out there give you terrible results. So I incorporated all that into the flour.
But your bag of flour, to me, looks like a wonderful gift. A ribbon around that, with that charming face and the character is just a beautiful package by itself. It's a gift you could give that, you don't have to wrap it because it says so much and it looks so clever.
I hope people do that.
Exactly. To come to a house party or something like that, instead of bring a bottle of wine, you bring a packaging your flour, you know, because it's so charming to look at, you know, and it's so eye-catching, and it's healthy and good, and, you know, all those things that a lot of people in our lives are suffering from, you know, which is so neat that, you know, you've done this, and now you're on Kickstarter too, so you're learning how to be an entrepreneur, get money to make, how many bags you got to make in your first run? How many bags you try to make?
Almost 1,000.
Okay, so $1,000.
And
you're
my first run, and Kickstarter's helping me get there. I'm
right.
over halfway to my goal.
And you guys, so people, and I guess it's cheaper to get it now on Kickstarter before you go retail. It'll probably be a bit more, right?
Yeah, I have some good reward packages on Kickstarter that will definitely make it.
Yeah. But more important is to see that video of you so they could see the package, watch the video too of you cooking. I think that's delightful, and I think your presence there and how you do it. I mean, this is a new. Oh, who was that French lady? Was on TV for years on PBS. Julia Childs. Yeah. But you're so hip and clever and cute the way you do that. I think that's a wonderful career. To find all this and to help you, you know, continued so you can help other people have a allergy-free existence, you know, that is ruining their life. Bubble Girl Bakes. That's one word on .com. Bubble, BUBBLEGIRLBAKES. I flunked English in college, so I know there's people out there who can't spell either. .com, and just go there and help and get a bag or two of this stuff, or just watch that video, right? And see how, you know, this is going to change the world. I think we see it growing in the grocery stores, so you're in the future, and we got to watch you.
I hope it inspires other people.